Let's face it, people are confusing. Ever wonder why someone acts a certain way, or why you do things you can't explain? Today we're breaking down Robert Greene's The Laws of Human Nature, your cheat sheet to understanding what really drives us. By the end, you'll see through the surface and decode the real motives behind people's actions, including your own. Let's get started. First, let's acknowledge a fundamental truth about ourselves. Emotions often run the show, dictating our actions and clouding our judgment more than we'd like to admit. They are powerful forces. We like to think we're rational beings, carefully weighing pros and cons, making decisions based on logic and reason. But Greene's law of irrationality suggests otherwise, highlighting how frequently our emotions override our logical faculties. Our feelings, those intense, immediate reactions, fear, that primal instinct, excitement, the intoxicating rush of anticipation, anger, the burning desire for justice or retribution, often hijack our decisions, leading us down paths we later regret. They can make us act impulsively. Marketers and politicians are acutely aware of this emotional vulnerability, and they skillfully use it to sway us, manipulating our feelings to achieve their objectives. The trick isn't to suppress emotions entirely, an impossible and perhaps undesirable task, but rather, to cultivate the awareness to notice when they're seizing control of the steering wheel. Pause, take a breath, and ask yourself, is this feeling a genuine reflection of reality or just my inner toddler throwing a tantrum, demanding immediate gratification? Mastering this awareness is your crucial first step towards clarity and sound judgment. When you can recognize your emotional triggers, you're far less likely to be manipulated by external forces. Narcissism isn't just for villains, we're all self-absorbed by default. Most people are focused on their own needs, not yours. Don't take it personally when others act selfishly, it's human nature. The antidote? Radical empathy. Try to see the world from their perspective. This isn't about agreeing, but understanding what drives them. When you do, you can connect, persuade, and anticipate their moves. You stop playing checkers and start playing chess. We all wear masks. It's an inherent part of the human experience, a way we navigate the complexities of social interaction. We carefully curate the image we present to the world. At work we often adopt a professional persona, carefully managing our emotions and projecting an image of competence and confidence. With friends, we might let our guard down a little, but even then, we're still playing a role, emphasizing certain aspects of our personality while downplaying others. Even at home, within the supposed sanctuary of our families, we often find ourselves performing. Perhaps we're trying to maintain harmony, avoid conflict, or simply meet expectations. Greene's law of role-playing says people present the version of themselves that best fits the situation. We are constantly adapting, shifting our behavior to align with the context and the people around us. Don't be fooled by the performance. The masks we wear can be convincing, but they are rarely the whole story. Look for the cracks. Pay attention to the subtle cues that betray the carefully constructed facade. Body language, micro-expressions, these are the involuntary signals that often reveal what words conceal: inconsistencies. Notice when someone's words don't align with their actions, or when their story doesn't quite add up. The real story is in what people do, not what they say. Actions speak louder than words, and they often reveal the truth that people are trying to hide. Learn to read between the lines, and you'll see who people really are. Develop your observational skills, and you'll gain a deeper understanding of human nature. That's how you stop being fooled by appearances and begin to see the authentic person beneath the mask. The law of compulsive behavior: people repeat the same patterns, often for life. Don't expect radical change overnight. Character is destiny. Want to predict someone's future actions? Look at their past. Ignore promises, watch for patterns. Accepting this saves you time and heartache. Be a detective of behavior, not a believer in words. Bet on the track record, not the wishful thinking. We often find ourselves drawn to what others possess, that alluring sense that the grass is always greener on the other side. It's a fundamental aspect of human nature to compare and contrast, to yearn for something just beyond our grasp. But this craving isn't always about the object itself, the tangible item we desire. More often than not, it's about the underlying meaning, the status, the feeling, the lifestyle it represents. It's the promise of a better version of ourselves, a more fulfilling existence. This is the law of covetousness, a powerful force where desire is amplified by scarcity and social proof. When something is rare or perceived as highly desirable by others, our own longing intensifies. And marketers, of course, are well aware of this, leveraging limited offers, exclusivity, and the power of hype to create a sense of urgency and demand. So, ask yourself, do I genuinely want this? Or am I simply captivated by the allure of what's just out of reach, the forbidden fruit? Cultivating this awareness is your shield against manipulation, and it empowers you to make your own ideas, your own offerings, more desirable to others. Understand the underlying dynamics of the game and you'll be equipped to play it with greater skill and ultimately, greater success. The law of short-sightedness: most people react to what's urgent, not what's important. We're wired to focus on immediate problems, ignoring the long term. This keeps us stuck, chasing daily fires instead of real goals. The fix? Zoom out. Make your long-term vision emotionally compelling. Break big goals into steps and prioritize what matters most. Don't let the noise of now drown out your future. That's how you win the bigger game. People hate being told they're wrong. Direct attacks trigger defensiveness. Green's law of defensiveness. If you want to influence, don't push, guide. Validate their perspective first. Make them feel heard. Then, gently introduce your idea as an option, not a correction. Frame it in terms of their interests. When people feel safe, they're open to change. Influence is about gentle guidance, not force. Mastering these laws isn't about manipulation, it's about awareness. See the forces at play in yourself and others, without judgment. This clarity lets you navigate life with empathy and strategy. Accept people as they are, and you'll understand how to influence and connect. It all starts with paying attention. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more insights.